You are infinitely safe. And even if you don't think you're safe, you're still safe. And I want to give you some understanding as to why that's true. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you are always governed by a loving intelligence. And that loving intelligence is you. And you may think that you are this focal point of experience that we call the conscious mind, but you are far more expansive than that. What you are is a collection of experiences mixed with infinite consciousness. So you are one universal consciousness that has localized itself, that it has created a point of view within itself, exploring its own experience, its own internal content. It's like a memory stick scanning its own files. And the scanning of its files and the focus of its files, like the ability to even focus into clicking on a file is what we call the mind. And that focusing is the mind. And the mind collects experiences and we call it memory. And these memories create personalities, they create different individual points of view that we call souls. And these souls are, we could say, they're branches of God or branches of the source, but really you are the source. You are literally just, you're not a part of, you're not a branch of, you are the source, experiencing individuality. And we're experiencing this individuality. It's a fun thing to do. It's quite fun to be infinitely one and whole, yet to experience the beauty of unity, to experience that coming home. It's a beautiful thing to do, and it's quite a celebratory thing to do because we get to just enjoy it. There's a lot of suffering until we get there, but you are always on that path. You are always in that direction. It's like gravity. Happiness is like gravity. It's like the center of the orbit. The true essence of our being, recognizing ourselves, is the center of our orbit. And if you're listening to this right now, you are very close to that orbit. And that orbit is not something that takes lifetimes to experience. I would suggest anyone who comes or is aware of anything to do with the nature of their being, even just slightly in this lifetime, is going to really discover that. It's not going to take lifetimes of reincarnation to figure out. You are consistently supported by yourself to recognize the nature of your being in the same way that the baby knows how to breathe, the baby knows how to laugh. Planets gravitate towards the sun. It's not that we are, sitting there strategizing how this happens. It's like gravity. It's like how water naturally finds its way to sea level. It doesn't think, should I go around this tree and around that rock, and maybe I'll make a waterfall over here. It just does it. It just does it without even thinking about it. Likewise, your spiritual journey, your path, it's very similar. And even the thoughts of how you can make it more efficient are effortless. They are a part of the river, effortlessly moving. It's not that we sit there and be passive and don't do anything. The inspiration that you have, the motivation that you have to turn up to a meditation, to sit down and be with yourself, to sit down and read a book on the nature of your mind, these are all blessings. Think about how close you must be to your being in order for those desires to be the ones that you have, instead of, maybe I'll have a child in order to be happy, or maybe I'll get married in order to be happy. Maybe I'll buy this Ferrari and buy a mansion and become a millionaire to be happy. Maybe that'll work. Because think about how long that's going to take to then realize that you're still not happy. You'll just become depressed. So think about how close you must be to your being if your desires are to sit there and basically listen to a video like this. Do you see what I mean? Like these desires, they're blessings. Even if we believe for a moment that we are temporary, limited, finite, you're not. And even if you don't believe me telling you that you're not, I'm not expecting you to just be like, well, I guess you're right. That might be true, though. Some people might go, actually, do you know what? I actually believe you, and that is my experience. Some people might be like, well, no, it's not my experience. That's fine. But you don't need that to be your experience right now. All you need to know is that that will be your experience and you will be very, very happy. It's not about having an altered state of mind. It's not about being closer to God. It's about recognizing you are God. You are infinite. You have infinite freedom, so much freedom you created your own limitation just to dance in that play of freedom and limitation. You are safe, you are guided, and you will always come back to yourself. No matter how far away you feel like you've gone, no matter how far away you seem to be, you will always come back to your being. You will always come back to life. There is nothing that will prevent that from happening. So kick your legs up and relax. You're safe, you're here, and you will always be guided back home. If you want some guidance on this process and you want to go directly to your being without spending the next decade trying to figure out how, join my community. I host 4 meditations every single week, absolutely for free. Beautiful people in the community. You're going to make some friends. I'm excited to seeing you there. Click the link in the description and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.